All right, so when I think about gratitude, I think that it's important for two distinct reasons. The first is that gratitude helps us deal with sort of the overwhelming ugliness of life, the sadness, the despair, the sorrow that this life can bring. And on the flip side, I think that gratitude, for me at least, or as it appears to me, helps make us aware of the absolute beauty and wonder of life at the same time. The fact that the mere fact that we exist, the fact that creation works, that we're on this sphere orbiting, and there's water and there's soil and there's humans and just life works, like that is just beautiful and wonderful. And cultivating an attitude of gratitude just about our mere existence, to me is important for daily living. And gratitude for the fact that and again, this is me speaking for myself. I believe that all humans are made in the image of God. So everybody has a glimpse to show you of our Creator, of God. And for that, I am grateful. For me, okay, the best way that I can explain this to you is to sort of give you an example or a story. I'm not sure if you've ever followed the Humans of New York Facebook page. So for those that don't know, it's just this guy, and it started in New York and now it's international. I think this morning's post was in Berlin, Germany. But and he just stops random people on the street and talks to them about their life and about their existence. And one several years ago that stood out to me, she was in New York. She talked to him about having this debilitating sickness. She used to be an optimistic person, joyful person, and then she got debilitatingly ill and was on the verge of suicide, contemplating just ending it all. And she said, in her words, "I was going to end it all until I went for a walk and I saw the most beautiful pear." Quote, "the most beautiful pear." And that really deeply resonated with me. Just gratitude for just this most beautiful, mundane, simple thing. And so I think gratitude in general, when you say what is it, for me, it's the practice of daily looking for those beautiful pears. What is out there? What is out there that I can be thankful for? What is out there that's moving enough to make me think this place is worth being in? This place is a good place. This life is a good life. And I think looking for things like the beautiful pears that are simplistic and not materialistic in the sense of, worldly successes. Like, I'm thankful for all my money, I'm thankful for my great job, I'm thankful for my flashy car. None of that stuff. Gratitude for me is looking for the pears, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and so you're a college professor, and you're also now a seminary student. And
Right.
what are some of the practices of gratitude? Like you said, looking for those kind of things. How do you practice gratitude in your life?
So I love my job. You mentioned that I'm a college professor. And I try to practice gratitude on Library Bridge. Okay, so I have a long walk to my class this semester. Not a super long walk. I'm in Daniel Hall. I walk to Serene. So to do that, I have to cross Library Bridge. So in between classes, Library Bridge is packed. I mean, you got to get through Library Bridge to get across campus. And so I decided, well, this could be miserable, this walk and all these people, but I'm going to make it a purposeful time. So when I go to Library Bridge, I just start paying attention. I just start looking around. There's the reflection pond. There are trees. There are all of these students who are on this precipice of the next great thing in their life, the next big place in their life. And I get to be there with them. That's magic for me. It makes me think of the parable of the scattering seed. Like, what is this life that I get to work with these students and plant seeds with them and hold their hand and walk them through this part of their life to get them to the next meaningful thing that they're going to get to do. And when I walk through Library Bridge, I like to think, hey, I might be walking next to the woman who's going to cure cancer. I might be walking next to the guy who's going to figure out how to get us off plastic. Or I might just be walking with the person who's going to go about, an average, quiet life and just be happy and do good. And to me, that's how I practice gratitude, just knowing that I get to be a part of that. Well, I have two really great parents. I am one of the lucky people who got a really good mom and a really good dad, and they took really good care of me and invested a lot in me. And now being a mother, I realize how I always knew it was important, but like, parents have the potential to really derail your life, as I'm sure a lot of abused and neglected children can attest to. But I just got so lucky with parents who have sacrificed for me, who are still paying off my college loans for me. Thanks, Mom and Dad. And I have lately developed a good friendship with a woman named Leanne, and it's like Leanne is the friend I've been waiting on my whole life, and I finally get her at age 33, and I'm so thankful for her. And then my church, super thankful for Boulevard Baptist Church, Johnny McKinney, Ellen Seacrest, who I feel through my 8-9 years with them sort of helped me deconstruct and reconstruct, and now for Reverend Austin Carty, who is refining my faith and helping me think through some things. I really am grateful for him. My husband, who, it seems like every time I have a baby, I want to go back to school and get another degree. And so he just rolls with it, and he's like, I'll just, you do you, and I'm here to support whatever you want to do. So super thankful for him. Without him, I wouldn't be a college professor. Without him, I wouldn't be a seminary student. And right now, so I started seminary in May of this year, and so I'm in my second semester. I am going through a 4-year process with the same cohort. So we started this journey together. We'll be in every class together through the next 4 years, through the Masters of Divinity program at Central Baptist in Kansas. And I am so thankful for them. It is my experience with Central has been the most diverse experience of my life. I'm learning from, people of color. I've never had a non-white teacher. I'm learning from women. I've only had 2 female college professors. Now, I've had more female college professors in a divinity program than I've ever had anywhere else. My makeup in my cohort, we have people from Burma. We have non-English speakers or English as a second language speakers. We have, people of color. We have people from Chicago. We have people from South Carolina. We have people from all over the place. And to me, it's the most accurate reflection of the diversity of God's human creation that I've ever been blessed to be a part of. And so for that, I am extremely thankful. I think the expected answer would be that it should be a daily thing. Like, we should always be grateful and practice gratitude. But I also think that setting aside a time to be intentional about it and to take account of all of the things, take an inventory, and to be contemplative about it, to be mindful about it for a predetermined period of time or around a significant day like Thanksgiving is also important. I think putting it on the calendar or putting it on your to-do list gives it some more semblance of importance, makes it something that you will do instead of just something that you keep in your mind that you should do. But so both and. Yeah, I think it's something we should do all the time, and then something that we should focus on intentionally at certain times of the year.
As a parent and also as a teacher of young people, how do we instill this idea of gratitude in the next generation?
Whew, that's tough. That's a really tough question, because I feel like I'm just figuring it out, and I'll be 34 next month, so I'm still young, right? But I'm not 10 either, and it's taken me a long time to really to be happy with the beautiful pairs, right? So I think as a mother, just teaching my children to notice things and to love people. And like when we ride down the road, I'm like, look at that cloud, look at that sunshine, look at that sunset, look at the butterfly. Isn't that awesome? Getting them excited about things larger than themselves, and helping them realize how much they have in comparison to other people. One thing I do in the classroom is I'll take periodic inventories of your highs and your lows, and some of the things that I hear my students say, some of them seem that they've got it figured out. We knock on what are we at, Gen Y now? Is it Gen Z? I don't know, I'm not Gen Z. You hear all the trash about millennials, and then this is Gen Z, and they're supposed to be even worse than we are. And but some of them will give me answers like, I'm just so thankful for my mom, or I'm so thankful that I took an afternoon nap, or I'm so thankful that I get to go to my chemistry class. And of course you're going to have the people who say, I'm thankful there's a football game. Of course I am too. But I like, some of them really already have it figured out. So I think maybe it's almost I'm not sure it's something you can instill. You can direct, but I think people have to come to it on their own.